Hello, everyone, and welcome to the third annual virtual NLP Summit. I'm David Talby, CTO of John Snow Labs, and I'm very excited to see how many of you have tuned in. I would like to thank you all for being part of the largest applied NLP community, and we look forward to 3 amazing event days. The next 3 days will feature more than 50 keynotes and technical sessions on applied natural language processing, best practices, and challenges, with a special focus on open source on day 1, healthcare on day 2, and applications on day 3. You will be able to learn and network with NLP leaders from companies such as Hugging Face, OpenAI, Roche, Mount Sinai Health System, Bloomberg, Stitch Fix, and many more. Before we'll officially kick off the event with an overview of NLP trends for 2022, I'd like to go over some housekeeping items to make sure you're familiar with the conference platforms and the features you can enjoy during the event. First of all, please note that there are 3 virtual stages at the event. After the keynote talks, 3 sessions will run simultaneously, so check out the program on the menu bar to decide which one you'd like to attend. All sessions will be available on demand for 2 weeks after the conference, so no worries about catching them all today. They will be published here on the platform right after the event. Afterwards, each stage has a Q&A panel where you can ask questions throughout each of the sessions. Use this opportunity to drop your comments or any questions to the speakers or other community members right in the chat. You also get the chance to meet like-minded NLP practitioners using the networking feature of the platform. You can meet others randomly for short, fun video chat sessions where you have the option of exchanging a virtual card if you want to keep in touch. If you'd like to connect to John Snow Labs, visit our booth and we'll be happy to get in touch and answer any questions that you have. We look forward to a great event, and without further ado, I'm excited to dive in and share with you some of the main NLP trends for 2022. The trends are based on the speaker's presentation and the program we have put together at the summit, and you'll hear more about each topic in the upcoming sessions. When the program committee looked at what the NLP Summit should be about, and what really are the big interesting things that are happening today and that you can use to make your project successful, there were 5 big themes that came across as really new and exciting things that are applied and happening today in the text mining and NLP world. The first and probably the most visible one is the growing applicability and usage of large language models. But what we wanted to cover here is specifically open source large language models, meaning free open source community-based models that you can use for personal applications, for commercial applications, or to tune and build your own intellectual property from. So, for example, we will hear talks about the Bloom model, which was built by a very large academic community led by Hugging Face. We will hear about sparse language models, where the goal is to get to a point where the models are basically much smaller, so you can actually hold them in memory and do things in a way that's much faster and much more computationally and environmentally efficient. We will hear about some of the work from the Luther AI team around training from scratch large language models that are completely free and open source for any use. And we'll also have one talk about a new free no-code tool, the Annotation Lab, that you can use today to start from pre-existing models and train your own models really without any data scientist or code being involved. The second big theme that sees a lot of interest and activity in the industry is responsible NLP, but what we wanted to do here is to go beyond the presentation of the issues and show you tools and techniques that you can apply and use today to actually build safer, better, and more robust models. So tomorrow you'll hear from Veysel Kokerman about tools and Python library that enable you today to automatically estimate, and in many cases also automatically fix robustness issues of fragility of models, data quality issues, and label quality issues, as well as bias within models. We'll also hear from Ayush about tools for detecting shift, data drift, model drift within large language models, and we'll hear from Panos about challenges surrounding adversarial evaluation and adversarial attacks on NLP models. A third theme, which is moving very quickly from research to real production applications, is multi-modal learning, which in generally means types of machine learnings where you apply more than one modality. So text is one modality, images is another one, audio is a third one, and new interesting applications try to combine them. For example, can I look at a picture and answer natural language questions about it? Right? Can I listen to an audio and write a summary or paint a picture about it? What you'll hear are talks from Maziar about how you can combine computer vision, speech to text, and NLP processing within one unified pipeline in a free and open source way. You'll hear from Vishaka at Roche about visual document understanding, so understanding scanned PDF and other documents, and be able to extract structured text from them, combining computer vision and NLP. And you'll also hear from Mishai about very cool new applications of speech synthesis and speech-to-speech technologies. Another trend that receives maybe less attention in research, but is becoming very, very common in the applied world is knowledge graphs. Knowledge graphs enable you to do some very interesting things like combine data from multiple sources, deal with the data sources that you may not trust in the same way, and also easily combine knowledge from structured and unstructured data. And what you will hear here are applications in healthcare, in life science and biomedical research, in the education space, and kind of in general academic research. And I would say in general, there is a lot of work happening right now to enable building very large knowledge graphs and then providing question answering applications on top of them that, for example, can deal with messy or just plain conflicting information, and also answer questions that require deductions from multiple documents to achieve a more complex conclusion. The last final trend that we are seeing every year, and this year is no exception, is that NLP is now in production, applied at scale, and really beginning to change the industry. And you'll see here quite a few use cases and quite a few talks about systems that are in production, that have gone through multiple versions and deployments. And you'll hear really some industry leaders talking about lessons learned, risk, and how we can help you make sure that your next system or your next project does not repeat any of the mistakes that have been made, or at least will give you the opportunity to make new ones, and hopefully as a community we can all together make faster progress. So those are the top 5 trends. The one regret I have is that I could only call out 20 of the sessions that you'll see here at the summit. There are some of the other ones I haven't called out are really amazing, and I look forward to hearing them. There are more than 50 sessions that you'll have access to over the next 3 days, and they will all be available on demand for the next 2 weeks afterwards. So take the opportunity to join, take the opportunity to interact, ask questions. The speakers will be here online. Other people from the community will be here. There's a networking capability, there are chat capabilities. You can meet with us, you can exchange details and meet with other people. So please, let's all take this opportunity to learn together so that we can put this amazing technology to good use. Thank you.